Ladies and gentlemen, put your happy little hands together for the host of Dale Radio, Mr. Dale Seever. And you're listening to another episode of Dale Radio, coming to you, as always, from the foul banks of the Gowanus. There it is up there. Only tonight, folks, here we are all together for a live episode in San Francisco to celebrate SF Sketchfest 2015. How about that? 2015 years of comedy here in San Francisco. It's wonderful. Now, I brought with me a guest today, and I want to introduce him. I conjured him during an occult bookbinding workshop / Faulty Towers cosplay event in an attic in Noe Valley. He's all the way from the spectral plane, and like the odor of the person who rented the car from me, from the Avis before me, he just won't disappear. Please say hello to Bob Ross.
It's a loud applause. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's great and also disconcerting to have you here. But how are things been since dying?
You know, pretty good.
Great. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll ask the question probably on everybody's mind about the afterlife. You know, do they have the folks over at PBS finished their pledge drive?
Not yet.
That would be the thing, wouldn't it? I mean, can you imagine me over there, up there probably, in the tailored bed sheet with the patent leather sandals and my bald spot resplendent in gold leaf, just sitting and just feeling, that's what I want it to be. I don't want to feel any guilt, you know? When I'm in that situation, when I finally made it through the pearly gates, I don't want to think about pledging for a tote bag or something. I want to just relax. So I'd like to turn on the PBS station and watch, I don't know, a British mystery that takes place in World War II. And just not play my harp. Because really, folks, a harp is a terrible instrument to start out on. If you're just a first-time angel or something, you should have maybe a recorder or some kind of simple percussive instrument. Perhaps a triangle would be nice. Keep it in the trunk of my cloud. Well. It's great, though. We're going to have some fun when I get up there.
I'm already having fun, Dave.
Oh, okay. But I think we all are now. And, you know, but it's so great to be alive. And when I used to live here, now this is going back to, this was during the first tech bubble. Wasn't that fun? Everybody loves bubbles. Are we in and ours going to burst? When's the next bubble coming along? Here it is. Boom, what one? It's so fantastic. I love bubbles. Everybody loves bubbles. tech bubbles. It gives the sense that there's some integrity. There's not. But the point is, when I lived here, you know, the focus was all about being in the moment, you know, whether I was harvesting greens up at a Buddhist retreat in Marin, or making homemade horchata in a plastic bucket in the back room at El Farolito. Or trying to find any place to look while waiting in line for a portable toilet behind an old fella wearing nothing but a fanny pack at the Folsom Street Fair. It was about being in the moment, being absolutely present. It's tough for me now to do that, you understand? I'm rusty with it, that's all. Being in New York, you have everything's next. What's next? Here we go, let's go, get the train, here we go. It's a piccolo, it's a music band, it's another territory. You remember that one, Bob. But you have to understand, it was a different time when I was here, okay? You're not going to believe this. When I lived here, the public transportation system, it was powered by a network of grids, just a cable that went everywhere throughout the city, sometimes blocking the view. An electrified cable system. And the buses were attached to these things with these two antenna-like deals. And anytime that bus would turn the corner, there we go. Oh, like, I don't know, the fingers of a drunk person. Just wave around, what's going to happen? And I swear to God, this actually happened back in the day. And the little husky driver would have to hop off of the seat. It was elevated. They had to hop off with their gloves and waddle back, and they'd have to jump up. This would take 20, 30 minutes. Try to connect the thing back onto the grid, and finally you'd be back on the deuce mo, and away you go. Gosh, it was a time, but now everything's up to date, isn't it? All your lowercase companies doing so many great things. They figured it out. And now the great advancement over the last 10 years or so, and it's, by the way, if you, probably the folks in the first row, if you're getting an odor that smells a little bit like overpriced automobiles and civilian spacecraft, I'm wearing Elon Musk. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you think, well, maybe I'll do that if it feels right. But the fact is, here after 10 years, everybody's figured it out, and the great breakthrough is what? It's touching. Everybody's touching everything. Right? That's what everybody figured out. You gotta touch it. So now you're looking and you're touching and you're walking and you're touching, and where do I walk? Touch some more, look some more, touch. So many different kinds of touching, though, aren't there, ladies and gentlemen? That's certainly what this city is all about, too, isn't it? Built on love, it was. Also, searching for gold. And kind of a loose set of ideas around morality. But also love, you know.
Oh, Dale, there is a lot of love in this room.
That's strange, you know. Sometimes when two coyotes are mating in the sagebrush, or a goose is suddenly and violently sucked into the jet engine of an airplane, I could swear I hear the voice of my ex-wife. That's no coyote, ladies and gentlemen. That's Ginny. That's Ginny, my ex-wife is here after so much time. My gosh, how are you? Gee, you look great. You have nothing's changed after 11 years.
Oh, Dale. I just had to stop by when I heard you were going to do your little podcast here and say hello and look at this beautiful pod of people. It's just gorgeous. Look at you. God bless you. Oh, such a blessed pod. Blessed pod. Just gorgeous. And Dale, I wanted to let you know my neighbor has. It looks like the address is always smudged by tears. Oh, there's so much love in the room. So much love in the room.
Can you feel the love tonight? It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer. Just enough.
It is enough.
Just enough. Well, and this is so marvelous to have you here. It's great. Can you stay for a little?
I think I could, Dale. I'd like to meet your friends.
Oh, that'd be great. Listen, here, I'll get you a place to sit.
Looks like there's plenty of chairs. That'll be good. That's nice. Up in the air.
There you go. This is wonderful. Such a great and very public way to reunite after so much. Bob, could you play us a little sit-down music, something low and slow, like the pressure I'm now feeling around my heart as it descends into my intestines and concentrates a very nervous energy around my groin.
Sounds like a happy feeling, David.
I do that every show, the sit-down music. Do you listen to the podcast? Now, the last I understood, you were living up in the hills. Is that right?
Down near the lake. Oh. Brian and I have a wonderful home there. He's a very gifted cosmetic dentist. We are just so blessed with love.
It's wonderful. And the children, 2 boys, is it?
Oh, today it was 3 boys, actually. 2 beautiful, beautiful girls. I almost lost one of them, though, but she's a fighter. Hanging in there. At least she was still alive when I left her.
They sure can be rambunctious little tykes, can't they? No doubt take after their mother. That's so wonderful that you have such a calm and supportive partner in Brian that he can stay home and watch the young people while you're out here stepping out.
Brian and I we weren't able to have children.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
That's right.
Ginny, that's too bad. I'm very sorry to hear that because, of course, that was, the main reason for us splitting. So to find that out now, it almost makes it seem unnecessary.
It was a blessing. It was a blessing, really. It inspired me to pursue my career.
Oh, that's right. The accounting business.
Pediatric nursing.
Pediatric nursing. That's what I said.
I'm with God's children who need my love and care all day. It's lovely.
You certainly are experienced dealing with folks with childish behavior. I'm talking about me, Ginny. And our relationship when we were married. Do you remember that?
You know, Dan, I've got a little theory on where all this love comes from tonight.
Us getting back together tonight? I mean here, right now, just for the show. Of course, I'm living in the moment, you see.
I think it's got a little something to do with a certain holiday coming up next month.
Oh, which
one? One of my favorites.
Yeah?
President's Day. With all those sales, I think they make us all want to get out there and just buy and sell our love at bargain prices. Just like the presidents. So many people thinking about buying things that maybe previously they thought were unreachable on a meager income of an entertainer. But this time of year, you can just walk into a President's Day sale at a home furnishing store and browse and feel confident that no matter what happened in the past, the future is bright and a comfortable place to sit. Or a glass-topped dining room table with beautiful brass legs. It's achievable Just like love is achievable. Because really, we're all just out there searching for that bargain price love seat to share with people, aren't we? And if a woman wants to spend good money on that, she can. Free from guilt and free from judgment for the first time in her life. It's such a special holiday. It's just President's Day, so filled with love. So filled with love.
Sounds like a heck of a sale. Check that out. Well, Ginny, can you stay around for the whole show, or what's
I've got a big Brian up at bell choir practice at 9:15.
Okay.
He's just a brilliant bellist. Just brilliant.
I bet he
I
is.
think I've got time, though. I can meet your
Terrific. Well, we'll get to it. Sit tight back there, and we'll get through it with our big with our first guest and get the show going. How about that, Ginny, everybody?